Tenerife 2023. Gigantic volcanoes, breathtaking views, and wild waters. On this island lives a territorial creature with sharp claws and an instinct to kill. Trees shiver when they hear its call. This creature is called the Great Spotted Woodpecker. Hi, my name is Tessina. I'm a Darwin leader here in Tenerife. I took the courage to take a closer look at this animal. Let's get ready for bird watching. What will I find out about this bird? First, I want to talk to someone who has witnessed this magnificent creature himself. Hi, Miguel.
Oh, hi Tessina.
What you doing?
Well, bird watching.
Oh, the birds are... Oh, yeah,
Yes,
I see them.
Yes, look over the branch. They're moving now.
Oh, wow. That is
Yes.
so cool. I heard you are a real expert on birds.
I'm very interested in birds. I have been all my life and tried to learn about them and how they live and everything. Yes.
Miguel has many years of experience in bird watching. He knows what to do if a bird is not happy about your presence. With his expertise and knowledge about the flora and fauna on Tenerife, I feel ready to get to know this unique woodpecker. But first, I have one burning question.
So, Miguel, first of all, how afraid were you when you first saw the Great Spotted Woodpecker?
Oh, I was scared. But then I found out that they were much more interested in trying to find their food in the trunks of the tree. So they were not really interested in me. So I could relax.
Okay. So, can you tell me what kind of bird is the Great Spotted Woodpecker?
The Great Spotted Woodpecker, here an endemic subspecies. It's quite a special bird because you see it climbing vertically on the trunks, pecking in the wood to find its food. And also you cannot confuse it with other species of birds, it being black and white with a little bit of red. And really it represents the pine forest. It's a well-preserved Canarian pine forest has woodpeckers. The better quality in the wood, the better possibilities to find the woodpecker.
All right.
But now thinking about the pine forest and the quality or the preservation of the pine forest, we have another species of bird really iconic in the pine forest.
Oh, which one is that?
It's the Blue Chaffinch.
The Blue Chaffinch is the bluest of all the blue birds. Its beautiful blue plumage will blow your mind. It's believed that...
Okay, we got the joke. Enough epic intros. Sorry? That's better. Okay, let's learn something. What is this Blue Chaffinch all about?
Well, Blue Chaffinches exist only in the Canary Islands. And we have one species here on Tenerife that is, the species lives only on this island and only in that type of habitat, the pine forest.
So, to what degree has the population of these two bird species changed over the, let's say, last 2 centuries?
Many centuries back, it was probably greater than it is now, but then it was reduced because of heavy logging, sometimes fires, but especially the logging, because of the use of the wood during centuries. So it was being reduced and reduced.
Nowadays, there's less logging, but instead, a lot of areas are used for human interests. Residential buildings, hotels, resorts, agriculture. A lot of the original space is no longer suitable for the animals that were once living there, including many birds. Fortunately,
There are protected areas nowadays. So, how are the Great Spotted Woodpecker and the Blue Chaffinch doing at the moment?
Well, for both species at the moment, it seems to be quite stable. There are not major changes. Both species have been slightly increasing or constantly increasing.
And what are some of the main threats these species are facing nowadays?
Well, I would say nowadays forest fires are a major problem, a major danger. Also, drought because of scarcity of water and rainfall, and in the long term, the global climate change.
Another problem is also human pressure. We have a large population on the island and also receive many tourists.
Let me just show you an example of one of these major problems.
Oh yeah, let's go.
Look, so here we have an example of what I was mentioning before. Here we see a tree that has burned. Look at the charcoal.
Charcoal, wow.
Oh, yes. And it has survived. It has survived and it's doing pretty well. However, a forest is much more than just trees. It includes other types of plants, it includes other animals of different kinds. And not all animals may be able to fly away from a fire. For example, invertebrates, small reptiles like lizards and geckos, even the birds, for example, if they are very young, are still in the nest or very young.
Oh yeah. And they all play an important part in the ecosystem, right?
Exactly.
And they get harmed, and when they are reduced, it's also bad for the chaffinch and the woodpecker.
Yes, because those are like iconic species that make us think of the whole ecosystem.
The ecosystem on Tenerife is quite unique. This explains why many people come to witness this marvelous landscape themselves.
Wow, it's really, really beautiful here. And of course there are a lot of people because it's beautiful here. But are these people a problem?
Sometimes human pressure can be too much in the environment, too many visitors. Of course, we are happy that we have visitors, but nature is fragile and ecosystems also, and so it can sometimes be a problem.
Okay, and why is that a problem? Like, what do the people do to the environment?
Well, they sometimes they throw rubbish, or they throw away things that can burn. The simple presence of many people in the same path may make, for example, that birds fly away, that they will not be breeding in that area. For example, that can happen.
Sorry, I just needed a drink. I learned if there is water, take the opportunity.
Oh, it's so hot. Also, just everything is so dry and I don't see any water around. How do the birds even survive here?
Well, they have a tough time sometimes finding places where they have water. There seems to be more years with droughts and less rain in recent times. Well, probably as a result of the global climate change.
That's another thing we need to talk about, right? What are the results of climate change for the birds? What does it mean to them?
Well, more years with drought, less water, and the climate change also may create the risk of fire.
The risk of wildfires is omnipresent in this area. While filming this documentary, there was a big wildfire raging on Tenerife. Watch the next part to find out what conservation work is being done to protect these incredible birds against different threats, and which role you might play in this.